sometimes in music I deem it as either extreme or specialty, let's call it. One of the main complaints for people that don't like it is that it all sounds the same. To a minor degree, I don't think that's totally off, but it's also a misconception because as you and I both know, you just gotta actually listen to it to spot the differences. And not to sell out my fellow maniac, but I get where those people are coming from because their complaint is the reason I find myself preferring sub-styles usually hyphenated with an N roll. Death and roll, black and roll, thrash and roll, that type of thing. Honestly, you might even argue that that stuff ain't even extreme. I don't really think it is. But either way, I thought I'd put together a small list of songs that indeed help identify the character in a variety of genres that typically catch heat. Black, doom, thrash, death, and hardcore. Everything will be neatly organized in the description for quick access, and I'll merely give each like a 2-second profile so you can know what you're getting into. And I'll skip any intros for TikTok style attention spans. Oh, and I tried to keep these in the somewhat enthusiast range, meaning not the obvious poster children for each genre whose name a normie might already know. Instead, they can all be categorized as further reading. Ultimately, what I'm talking about here are the kinds of songs from cult genres, CU, not KV, that anybody can get down with, I think. Example, though they're already too popular to be included here, I'm talking about the hammer smashed and strip type songs, or Threatening Skies. Those are probably Cannibal and Obituary's most radio-friendly cuts. But catchy and memorable is the name of this game, so starting it off with a band I never shut up about, Ancient with Lilith's Embrace off Canian Chronicle. Again, all these are found in a nice list below. Such a clear example of why I love this band. So many infectious riffs, and good luck trying to get this one out of your head. Next, Sonho Psycodelico, also Ancient from their follow-up to Canian Chronicle, Mad Grandiose Blood Fiends. The verse sounds like it could be a chorus in this one, it's that catchy. Carriers of the D-Beat Flame, DISFEAR with Thomas from At the Gates on vocals, Powerload. And this track absolutely obliterates, man. I saw these guys at Great Scott in Alston in 07. People there that had never heard DISFEAR before were nothing but a puddle of slime by the time they finished their set. True story. California Old School Death, DIPYGUS, St. Augustine, Florida, 1896 is the name of this one. Impossible not to thrash hard here, courtesy of Earache, SSS Short Sharp Shock with The Beast. Possibly a contender for the most fun song on this list. Praise God and Break the Curse, Mortification. Song rules, man. Break the Curse from their debut. Thrashy crust punk, although aren't all those labels subjective sometimes? The Unseen, What Are You Gonna Do? Awesome song. Singer always reminded me of Danny Filth. From Norway and featuring Mr. Faust on drums, Castle of Skulls from Blood Tsunami's second album, Grand Feast for Vultures. And this is a track I describe as being vocationally agnostic, meaning you can be a dentist, secretary, senator, student, NEET, whatever. And no matter what, this is something that charges you the hell up, because it just rips all the way through, man. Blackened vocals, Euro thrash worship, tons of good shit on this album. Beat the Bastards, The Exploited. Not much to say, this track and the whole album rips. Mothership, Hot Smoke, and Heavy Blues. Just get past the jammy intro and I swear to God, this hard driving riff will hook the shit out of you. Shanghai Surprise, also Mothership. Similar to the above, but no intro. Right out of the gate, it sounds like a goddamn bar fight. ARTIMUS PYLEDRIVER with Swamp Devil. Kind of the same style as Mothership, little heavier, but holy shit does this smoke big time, man. Mother of God. See him at Milwaukee Metal Fest this year? Maybe I'll see you there too. Macabre with Slaughter Thy Poser. 3 words, fun as hell. Alright, everybody knows this band, but not everybody understands them is what I postulate. This track's to show that I Hate God also write plenty of hookish stuff, just like Sabbath or Kiss. Yes, I stand by that. Parish, Motel, Sickness. Alright, I talked about these guys and girl in my last video, but Death Sludgy Thor's Hammer with their rock and roll all night, Norge. This is one song where the instrumental intro's worth listening to because it just is. It sounds like walkout music for the Octagon or something. Listen to this chick's growl, man. It is amazing. Pure, uncut, raw venom, spit in the casket, leather lung. I call these guys party sludge because tons of their stuff's like that. This song is pissed, though. Take the sludge, but keep the doom. Maybe one of the catchiest riffs I've ever heard. Perhaps you might agree. No Stayer, Witchfinder General. Again, after you get past the intro, which is great, but I cut right to the essence in the link below. No redeeming social value. That's why they call it hardcore. The riff in the main verse, awesome, and holy hell, unforgettable chorus. No, not Earth Crisis or Hatebreed, but Strife. Mean as hell with Force of Change. Alright, this next song is an extreme rarity, so much so that I had to upload the song to a separate channel that I made specifically so it could be heard, because it's not anywhere on YouTube. But BANGNASTY was the definition of total scumbag metal. Just the sleaziest you can find without it being a gimmick or something. But this song, White Trash, rules, man. Start to finish, the scummiest kind of party heavy metal you'll probably ever find. Tough guy, athletic hardcore, maybe you could say? Either way, it's tough guy hardcore for sure. Claim Your Innocence, All Out War from New York City. Alright, this band's obviously a juggernaut, but the song's from an album that seems to get overlooked, probably because of the cover, rightfully so, but Thorn in My Side by Exodus. Damn, I'm gonna miss Zetro. Kind of another juggernaut to you and I, but I doubt normies know any of their songs. However, again, this is easily something anybody can love. Fuel for Hatred, Satyricon. Morbid Saint, Damien, the best song on Spectrum of Death, I think. How the hell did this sound so good in '88? Kind of death thrash if you want an idea what you're getting into. Finally, quite possibly the most epic and triumphant song ever recorded, maybe only second to Heart of Steel, Manowar, Highlander, Lost Horizon. This entire song is basically one giant build-up to the climax, which you'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you don't know this yet. I've honestly never heard anything that carries you like the final vocal explosion near the end. Oh my god. Well, alright, custodians, train conductors, respiratory therapists, whoever you may be, wherever you may roam, there you go. There's a list of songs that should dispel the belief that it all sounds the same. But you already knew that if you're a headbanger. If you check any of these out though and you like them, let me know. I'd honestly love to hear your thoughts. And if you did like this video, cool, maybe you can give it a thumbs up. Or if you just like hearing somebody bullshit about heavy metal, then slam dance your ass like it's 1987 or 97 right into that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time on Concrete Spew, but until then, stay out of your goddamn minds, my friends.